my goodness.
Good morning, birthday girl.
Oh my goodness. Good morning.
We're back.
Hello.
It's Cheryl's birthday weekend. Woo!
Woo.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
We are back at the very first campsite in Nazco. Same spot for the last video. We got in late last night. We wanted to get up early today because we're going to have a lot of fun. But first,
Coffee.
and then,
Things.
yeah. It's almost 9 a.m. Still finishing up the coffee, but already we are beginning our pack down of our camp. And that's because we're not staying here for the whole trip. Our goal this time is to get as far as we can to the very, very end of the chain of lakes, which is a 44-kilometer round trip up and back. We've never been that far. The farthest we've ever been is about 10 kilometers in. So this is going to be an adventure for sure. Got to finish the coffee first though. Really, really important. So for Cheryl's birthday, we decided to do one more fun thing that we haven't really done before. I haven't fished since I was like this tall. It's been years. So we don't really know what we're doing per se. But we're going to have fun doing it anyway. Something new. Woo! Woo! So Cheryl's almost finished packing up. Just grabbing the last of her things. I'm already on the water. What happened?
A little water got in.
A little?
Just a little. Yeah. Didn't go the right way under the tree, got sideways and water started coming in, but it's okay. Because, you know, I didn't panic and I tilted the boat so the water would stop coming in. And didn't freak out because my stuff was getting wet. And just worked through it. Now there's all kinds of crap like this in my boat.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, you should see it. It's something. Thank goodness for plugs. Still going.
We are back underway after that little incident. On our way to Tentacle Lake. Cheryl is on a roll.
I got one. Ah! Whoa, did you see how big that one was? He got off the hook though. Caught 4, landed 3 already. We're not even halfway up the lake yet.
We still got a ways to go to make it to the Tentacle Lake campsite to have lunch. That away we go. I love coming in here. It is so nice. We are almost at the Tentacle North campsite. Cheryl's quite a ways behind me. She is just catching fish left, right, and center. Not bad. This lake is really, really good for fishing. Not only is the fishing spectacular on this lake, the shoreline is so rugged. Waterfalls cascading down the cliffs. All the tumbled stones and steep hillsides, burned trees. This is an epic place to be. We made it.
We did make it. We made it to Tentacle campsite. Now it's time to try and get out of the boat.
Did you catch any more fish?
Not since we were last talking, but I don't know since the last time you had me on film. I can't remember. I landed 4 and I had 5 on.
Sweet.
Yeah. And I see them jumping all over the place. They're jumping right here by the campsite. On that side of the lake, anywhere there's a little inlet, I've seen them jumping. And I've also seen them jumping anywhere where there was an eagle.
I'm being attacked by mosquitoes.
Oh no. Okay, well, the end.
So as you may or may not notice, Cheryl has all of her gear laid out. The incident where the water went into her kayak got a lot of her stuff wet. So we're trying to dry it out. So right now the plan has kind of changed to not make the distance we thought. Cheryl wants to set up here. The fishing's really, really good. So that'll be a bonus if we can have some fish for supper or dinner or, you know, whatever. She's having a blast fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna try and dry her stuff out and see what happens. She's the birthday girl. She gets to pick what she wants to do. I'm getting a bucket so I can get water. Water in the bucket. There's already water in the bucket. So the water next to shoreline here is pretty dank. So I'm gonna take this bucket a little bit further out into the lake, and then I'm gonna fill it and put it in the kayak, bring it back, and then we got water for lunch and drinking and coffee. I'm gonna have coffee when I come back.
That wasn't as gushy as I thought it was going to be.
But still, I mean, if it's your spare underwear,
Yes,
then...
this is my spare pair of underwear.
Well, you're stuck with what you got now.
Yep, hence the drying line.
Well, I just got back from doing some more fishing. I caught one. So that's 4 for Cheryl, 2 for me. We haven't kept any yet. We will most likely later if we can catch some later this evening, because we're gonna have a nice fish fry for supper. That is the plan. That is the new plan. Plan B. Plan B can always be fun.
Yeah.
Now it's time to set up our tents. Cheryl's stuff is pretty much dried out. Didn't take as long as I was thinking it was going to. That's always a bonus. I bet you're happy.
I am happy. There's still a couple small wet patches on my air mattress because I just pulled it out of my backpack. But now that I've got it blowing up, it won't take long to dry out at all.
So yeah, the plan is to set up our tiny little ultralight backpacking tents. So far these have been working out really great. This is the first season we've used them, but they pack down really nice and tiny.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with how small they can get.
After we set these up, I think we're gonna head back out on the water.
Yeah!
Woo!
I'm going to win the fishing contest.
It's a contest now, you see.
Well, you're the one that started keeping score.
So my plan here is to just quickly show you guys in one big long shot just how fast and easy it is to set up these tents. I really, really like it.
My hand. So there was an ant in my tent from the last campsite, so now he's a whole lake away from his buddies, so I don't think he's gonna get back. Wonder what happens to ants. Do you think they get back?
I've seen a few ant documentaries, and I think that it depends on the kind of ant that it is, but I think they can kind of like just join another colony where they end up. Like sometimes worker ants can venture out and meet up with another colony and they just decide to stay.
Weird.
Ants are crazy social like that.
Well, good luck, little dude. So, as I mentioned in another video, I don't know if you can see me, but
Yes.
I have a Trekology. It's called an Aloft UL80 ultralight sleeping mat. It's the bigger version that they do because I'm a side sleeper and I like a thick mattress. So it was just the same weight as my other one, but it's a little thicker. So I decided to try it and it's working out really well. It's a lot longer and pretty much is the exact same length as the little tent. So bonus, I don't have to worry about it moving around too much in the tent. I also have from Trekology an Aloft Pillow 2.0. And I'm really liking it as well. I don't need to have it super inflated to be comfortable for myself, but it's good to have a pillow. Oh.
She is exploding. just off camera.
Ah! And there's like a whole bunch of fish jumping like right at the edge of the reeds, like right there. That's funny.
I think Cheryl has gotten obsessed with fishing.
Yeah.
So these tents also come with their own ground sheet that is perfectly sized for the tent. And I find that feature amazing. I absolutely love it. That way you don't need to worry about having the right size tarp to go under your tent, because if you don't have a ground sheet, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah. Unless you have a super duper awesome expensive tent. Which these, I mean, they're working out well because they have their own ground sheet, but I wouldn't put it directly on the ground without the ground sheet. It's not that thick.
No.
It's ultralight.
There is a tiny bush.
Oh, the bush.
The bush.
Since I'm a little sneezy, I'm going to have an antihistamine, which is something that I carry with me in my first aid kit. Because there's a huge bumblebee in my tent.
A bumblebee in your tent?
Yes, a huge one.
There's a bumblebee in her tent.
Big bumblebee. Not a wasp or a honeybee. It is a giant bumblebee. There you go, buddy. I'm sure you can get out now.
Another nice feature of these tents, the rainfly actually just buckles to the tent with one of those little buckle clips like you find on backpacks or, you know, things that have buckles. There's a little vent in the side. And then besides pegging out the front and the back, that's it. That fast. Oh, crazy. I just found a Pelican flashlight that somebody left on the ground. It still works.
Oh my goodness.
And it has a little clip. Yoink. Mine now. With the awesome fishing and the epic views, it's crazy how busy this place is on May long weekend. I think he's coming to check us out. His ears are wiggling. Oh my god, that is so cool. Well, we didn't catch any keepers. I caught one. It was like that big, so I let it go.
I didn't catch any.
That's okay. That means I'm catching up. Cheryl's now got 4. I've got 3 landed, so... Haha. It's 8 o'clock. Where does the time go? Yes, it's 8 o'clock. Today flew by, so had a lot of fun, did a lot of fishing. We didn't have the pan fry that we were thinking we were gonna have. A lot of the bigger fish seems to be at the south end of the lake. What do you do? Keep trying, I guess. Not sure what the plan is from here. Gonna have a fire at some point because Cheryl likes fire time.
Fire time. Definitely fire time. I've already got the sticks.
I might actually jump back out in the boat for another little bit before I start. It's now almost 10 o'clock. The moon is coming up. Looks like it's about 3/4 full, but it looks really bright. So we got a mountain goat across the way up on the hillside, and Cheryl is currently down at the dock looking at a little muskrat, little tiny muskrat just swimming around right next to where we got the kayaks. I went back out, did some more fishing. I didn't catch anything, but we're definitely trying again tomorrow. That was a ton of fun. And now it is time for Cheryl's favorite time. Fire time! Before it gets too much darker, I'm gonna get this fire going. And I don't think we're gonna be up very late tonight, I don't think. Maybe try and get up early and do some more fishing tomorrow. You're looking awfully bright.
Yay.
So how's your birthday?
Wicked. Really good. Best birthday ever. Thanks.
Awesome. Well, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. Cheryl's still sleeping. I think yesterday pooped her out a little bit. Got a little excited paddling around and fishing all day. I'm going to have breakfast and get a head start. I think we will be on the move again today. And we're going to do some more fishing. But first, the coffee. The goat is right at the top of the waterfall. We are pretty much ready to go. Cheryl is just finishing up grabbing the last of her gear and taking down our shade tarp. And we will be off to do more fishing. Maybe discover a new campsite. We'll see. I'm gonna miss that goat though. The goat was cool. Alright, we're almost ready to take off. And Cheryl's loading her boat. And I looked, and off in the distance the clouds are building. Those big poofy clouds usually means weather when you're up this way. I think the last time the clouds built like that we got hailed on. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll stay down there.
I made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whew.
Are you ready?
I am. I even got this that's usually packed away, but I'm going to keep it in the bottom of my boat.
You're gonna be like a little bubble of mosquito repeller.
Yep. Yes. Those work, by the way.
They work very, very well. Alright, and we're off. Cheryl's got one on. That doesn't bode well for me because she's still one up.
There he goes, I'm letting him run.
So as we're paddling, we're just trolling the lake. Got a line strung out behind the kayak, and if
Woo!
woo, that's 5. Good job. So both Cheryl and I have been watching the clouds build. They're getting bigger. That one's turning into a nice little tower, and Cheryl is shouting across the lake that she's got another fish. Cheryl's got a keeper.
Yay!
That is a nice fish.
Yeah, a nice, see if I can hold it up properly lengthwise here.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
Look at you go.
beautiful fish.
Yes. Thank you, lake.
Thank you, lake, indeed. It is going to be a hopefully yummy lunch. I still don't know. I say hopefully because I'm not really a fish eating person. But I've never really tried freshwater fish, so it might be okay. Woo!
Well, we found a spot to make camp. It's the remnants of an old campsite, so we're gonna have to, rebuild a nice, decent, safe fire pit. But there's a couple of flat spots, and it's close to the really good fishing. So this will be home.
Yay, fishing!
Cheryl's setting up some shade. I'm gonna start getting my tent and everything set up before I do anything else. And we has fishy for dinner. Cheryl is now winning 8 fish to 3 for me, so I got some catching up to do later.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win.
All right, we have got camp set up. Woohoo! While we were setting up, it was really, really nice all day, and it's not been calling for any weather. But as you know, things happen, and those clouds we were watching earlier are now producing thunder way off that way. And it's getting pretty dark in the sky all the way up along the edge of the lake as far as you can see. The thunder is still pretty far away from us, but I think those clouds are moving towards us. Yep, so right on cue, the weather came up, it started raining. It was a mad scramble to finish getting all of our stuff in order, because we still had stuff laying around everywhere. That the clouds moved in pretty quick. It didn't rain too bad. It still looks like the worst of it is actually skirting to the south of us. So that's lucky. I got a little cooking fire going here, and I filleted that nice trout, threw it in some fish crisp, and I will show you the results. So over here we've got Cheryl getting some rice or some kind of side dish going under the tarp out of the rain. And here is our wonderful result. Some nice pan-fried trout. I'm hoping it's going to be super yummy. The wind is now blowing so hard it's whistling through the trees. Oh boy.
The rain stopped, just like that.
It did.
I was walking around my tent checking to see how the rain was affecting it, and halfway around the tent, stopped raining.
Woo!
Woo! And the sun is peeking through the break in the clouds there, so yay. Although I still see raindrops falling from the sky, so maybe it's gonna start again.
I can still hear it on the tarp that I'm sitting under.
Yeah, it's starting up again.
But I think it's gonna clear.
Still very windy. I can't believe how loud it is.
Yeah, the wind through the trees is pretty nuts. How was lunch?
Lunch was awesome.
Yay.
I was not expecting to like the fish that much because I don't like a lot of fish, but I've never tried fresh rainbow trout fried on fire, like fresh like that. So it was yummy. It was really good. I would definitely eat it again. The fish crisp like made it.
Sweet.
But it would probably be good just fried in oil. I don't know. It was yummy. But this is turning into a really awesome trip.
So there to Cheryl's left is the little tarp that we hunkered down under to eat lunch while it was raining and winding and thundering in the distance. It did its job.
Yep. I did not originally string it up for the purposes of rain. It was just supposed to be for shade, but you know, it's a tarp. It'll work for anything. Also, I just realized this is also the side of the lake that we heard the wolves yesterday when we were paddling up.
Yes, it is.
Haven't heard anything yet, but who knows? Maybe we'll hear something. Maybe not.
I went back out on the water. I caught 2 more fish. So that's 8-5 for Cheryl. I'm glad I caught another 2 though. That was fun. The wind picked up again. The lake's getting a little sketch for paddling, so I came back in. And I was also thinking about coffee, because why wouldn't I be? When am I not thinking about coffee?
Not very often.
So it's coffee time.
Yeah, coffee time.
After that, I think I'm going to get a little bit more firewood, and we'll have a nice little fire for the evening. Okay?
Yeah. This time we'll get it going before like 10 o'clock so that I can stay up for longer than 2 pieces worth.
I put 2 pieces on the fire last night and she fell asleep in the chair.
Yep. Wild.
All right, here we go. Next level stuff. Coffee and fire time at the same time.
The best time.
This is the best time. You know what I'm missing?
The fluff.
No, I've got the fluff.
Twigs.
Yeah.
No twigs. However, you can baton some or you can rip some off the fallen half-burned trees.
Yeah, there's a pile of oh look.
Right there.
You see, folks, you don't have to go very far to get what you need. Most times. Oh, look, flowers. How cute. So it was really interesting earlier trying to get everything going in time before the storms rolled over. I would say we did it, but we kind of didn't. The storms rolled over before we actually got everything done. So then we had to finish cooking and everything in the rain. Wasn't too bad though.
Yeah, I mean it was yummy, so I would call it a success.
I mean, the rain wasn't terrible. Definitely experienced worse.
Yes, it wasn't a huge downpour. It was just a bit more than a sprinkle. I wouldn't have even really called it a shower.
No, it was just a lot of wind. I was a little bit worried about that thunder off in the distance because I thought if that would have hit us like straight on, we would have been having a different conversation right now.
Yeah, I think that even just to the little bit south of us, south end of the lake, got hit a bit worse than we did.
Oh yeah, well that's where the thunder was. Anyways, I am going to fluff. And then I'm going to ignite fire. And drink coffee all while I'm doing it. It's time. Coffee time.
Coffee time! Ooh, wind time.
Fluff time. Fire time.
Fire time! Fire time! That stuff's amazing.
Isn't it? It is fantabulous. I'm gonna take this frying pan out of the way.
I got it as clean as I could without scrubby or soap.
I'm sure you did just fine. And away we go.
Yeah! Just as easy as that.
So there's a bunch of fish jumping just right off the shore here. And I was like, screw it. Instead of jumping in the boat, I'm going to try and throw a line in. And I just caught one. I missed it on camera, but it was like this big. It was another eater. But we're done eating for today, so I let him go. But the fishing looks really hot right now. So I'm going to keep throwing a few more lines in, and Cheryl's going to try too. See if we can get one on camera for you guys. Got one.
Oh my goodness.
This one feels even bigger than the last one. Oh my god. Oh no, he let go. Oh, I lost him. Oh, no, no. Still got him? Do I still got him? No, I don't have him. Oh. That one felt big. Oh, 30. Oh well. I can look down the lake and all I see is little circles all down the shoreline.
Yep.
All right. What a day. That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Had a lot of fun. Super fun. Caught
Got
a lot
our-
of fish. Yeah.
We did. Got our nice fire going. How was your day?
It was awesome. I'm still in the lead with our fishing derby.
8-6. I'm
Yep.
catching up. I landed one from shore. Definitely a nice keeper size. We already had fish for food, so I threw them back. A lot of fun though. Lots of good hits.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get any hits from shore, but that's okay. Whatever. I still had fun.
A couple of other things to note is when we were paddling in here, we heard some wolves howling. That was yesterday?
Yesterday. On our way in, yeah.
And this evening while we were here, there was like a whole pack of coyotes off to my right probably, I don't know, about a kilometer away. And they were yipping and howling and having such a hoot of a time. So since there's no bear bin where we are here, and we've got our food bag tucked inside one of the kayaks down by the water, tipped upside down, that's the best we could do because there's no real trees to hang it from. We're gonna set off a banger tonight. We'll show you that a little bit later. It's loud.
It's very loud. It just scares the animals away.
It's fun though. So I thought, just as a nice little touch, the moon's up there. It's out over the lake, so I'm gonna fire it towards the moon and the lake.
Yeah.
Safety off. Are you ready?
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
Well, I am packed and the boat is loaded. There is not much room to spare. It is full. I barely got enough room to put the seat back. That's all I need though. Cheryl is still working at it.
Gear bomb.
Stuff everywhere.
Woo! The way I roll, yo.
So the plan from here is to paddle across the lake to the inlet down that way, straight line right across there. Just off to the right, there's like a little point, and the inlet goes right into the left of that point. Gonna drop a few lines along the way, see if I can hook anything. Once we get up into the little marsh area there, we're gonna have to pull out and portage. But with fully loaded boats, it's not like a little hill coming in. It's quite a distance, so we're gonna have to unload the boats, carry our gear, drop it off, come back, pick up the boats, and then go back through it again. Yay, portaging!
Stop.
That's fishy number 9 for Cheryl. We've only kept one. Wow. That's a nice one. Good job.